Let's take two. This is Shoot Your Shot, the show for motivation, inspiration, dedication, all about living the life of your dreams and whatever feels authentic to you. As I always say, there is no dream better than another dream. Comparison is the thief of joy. So it could be that you want to move to another country, that you want to be an actor, an entrepreneur, that you want to be a mom, that you want to get married. All dreams are created equal here, but the point of the show is to motivate you to go after the life that you want to live. Typically on this show, we interview CEOs, media producers, entrepreneurs, and today is no exception because we have a very sought after special guest in the house. It was hard to get him here. Also, I failed once in getting him here. So today is a very, very exciting show. We have Hendrick, quote unquote, Superman Famutimi in the house. Welcome, Hendrick.
I love the way how you said the surname.
Yeah, I practiced his last name.
Awesome.
And so today I want to talk about first the many titles of Hendrick. You are a international personal trainer, quite well renowned, and mentioned by the likes of GQ, Men's Health, Women's Health, you name it, they're mentioning the name, which is quite impressive. In addition to that, he is a world record deadlift holder, 3-time winning British powerlifting champion, ex-American football player, a father, and probably a million other things I don't know about the guy. So we are very lucky to be in his presence. And before we start, and I'll do a little housekeeping in just a second, which of those titles would you say resonates with you the most, or do you feel them all?
It's okay. So I think this is why Superman comes into play, because this is something that I'm giving my name Superman. It's other people, and when I look at it, there's not one thing you can say Superman's known best for X.
All right, I like that. He's in my phone saved as just Superman. I left out all the rest. Okay, and just a little bit of housekeeping. So this is Love the Beat Radio. We are live. I got this guy in the station, which is awesome. You can tune in on lovetobeatradio.co.uk if you just want to listen in. But if you want to watch us live, we are streaming live on TikTok at Gamel Camel. Shout out to my dad in Egypt. That's where the name comes from. Okay, we're going to get right into it. So we always ask the first question every show. The show is Shoot Your Shot, which I've driven home. What does the phrase shoot your shot mean to you?
For me, it just means taking your chances, jump. Just go for it.
You're just going for it, whatever it is. Just getting after it.
100%.
Totally agree. It's simple, but important. Okay, so we want to know, just to get started, about the early beginnings of Superman. So a little bit about where you grew up, your childhood, and maybe you can give us a little peek about like what your first job was before you got into personal training.
Cool. Take it way back. Okay.
Yeah, take us back.
Take it way back.
Yes.
All right. So, born in Ireland, and I remember when I used to tell people this, they'd be like, "Whoa, Ireland! Like what?" And they say, "But there's even black people in Ireland." And I'm like, it's the first thing they would say. I'm like, "Well, you know, not really where I'm from in Cork. So Cork is where I was born. Dublin, there was more, but yeah." And then parents decided, okay, it's time to make the move to London. Made the move to London, and you know, it was a culture change. It was a culture shock. Like, wow, my God, there are more people like me here.
Diversity exists somewhere. Yes.
And then from there, you said my first job before personal training. It was being a receptionist. And I needed something to do while I was doing my track and field. So I used to be a sprinter before the whole American football thing came along.
And how old are you in this part of your life?
Just came out of uni, so I was 23, around 23.
Okay.
And I was still kind of trying to find life, trying to find what's me. Because at first when I went to uni, it was more for, you know, my dad's like, hey, you know, you gotta go uni, get a job, you gotta do business studies. And I'm like, business studies? So after the first year of uni, I said, nah, this ain't for me. And you know, my dad was like, hey, but you just done your first year, you better, you know, African parents like, you better do your education. And I'm like,
Yeah.
But this ain't me. And you know, I'm like, sports and exercise science, that's me.
Nice.
You know,
so you knew pretty early on that's what you wanted to do.
Well, I was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after the first year of uni, which, do you know what? like I said to you before, everything happens for a reason. And I have no
Yes.
regrets. Everything happens for a reason.
Love that.
You just got to learn from it. Next time will be better. And that's how my life has always been.
That's amazing.
That's how I see my life.
This is also our second chance at filming this, so
Yes.
also resonates for this show. Okay, and so the receptionist part, I want to ask you, because I know a lot of times when you're going after a dream, sometimes you have to do things you don't necessarily want to do before you make it. And did you ever feel like that was frustrating, or feel like, why am I doing this? I really want to be, I know what I decided I want to do. I want to be a trainer, and here I am sitting at this desk.
When I was sitting at the desk, I did see myself in the gym floor. I saw the vision. I had the vision. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen.
Amazing. So you were able to like push through because you had the vision.
Oh, I had the vision. Yeah.
Of course you did. Not surprised. Okay. Great. And then how did you transition from the receptionist situation into the next level of your journey?
Okay. So the first one was because I saw this called, open up a newspaper. I don't read newspapers anymore, but again, everything happens for a reason. I was reading the newspaper and I saw it said, do your level 2 qualification for free, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, hey, I'll give this one a go. This is what's going to make me a personal trainer. But then when I've done the qualification, so long story short, done the qualification, done it, and the guy who was the PT manager said, no, you need to do level 3. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it cost X amount of money back then. At the time, I didn't even have the money. And I thought, this ain't going to happen. This ain't going to happen yet. That's what I said. It's not going to happen yet. But I still got this vision that I'm going to be a personal trainer. Then, again, this whole offer came through that anyone who's a receptionist, anyone who does sales within the company, I used to work for Fitness First, they had this offer, if you could do your level 3 with this company, which is an American company, big, massive American company, when doing your personal training. And I went to my mum, I said, Mum, listen, I want to do this qualification. And Mum was like, okay, cool. I'll write you the check, but just don't tell anyone what you're doing. Evil eye.
We have that in Egyptian culture as well.
Yeah.
I think it's real, the evil eye,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Haters, basically.
Just
haters.
Just don't tell them what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yes.
Get qualified. And I wish you all the best. And here I am now.
Amazing. Mom was right.
Mom was right.
Yeah. Okay, and then I want to touch on just briefly, and we'll get more into the career, but just getting the background. In your journey from when you decided you were going to do this at 19 till today, what would you say was the time where maybe you felt the most stuck, and how did you kind of push through that and get out of it?
The most stuck was actually when I was qualified. Yeah.
Surprising.
Right. And I'll tell you why. So when you get qualified, you feel like clients will be at your door. Oh my God, you're a personal trainer. Oh, you look in shape. I want you to train me. It doesn't work like that. And when you're a personal trainer who has to pay rent to the gym, and that day is coming and you haven't got the money for the rent, and you're like, oh yeah, tomorrow, tomorrow, and then it's like, all right, now you got money coming from client, and that money goes straight to the rent. And I said to myself, this can't be it. This can't be the life of a personal trainer. And I thought, well, you either got two options. You're either going to pack it in, or you're really going to give it your all as if you have no other option. And I gave it my all like I had no other option. And what that meant for me was just being in the gym more often, being able to learn how to speak to people, being able to listen as well, and just engage in conversation. And not do it in a way where you're trying to sell, but just be a way where you're just available. So you never know, it's just planting seeds.
Yeah.
And that works well.
Incredible. And so then I guess you got your very first client, and then it just kind of rolled from there?
It rolled from there.
Amazing.
Because, you know, for me, best business is when word of mouth. And someone could go, oh my God, my personal trainer really worked me hard, and he did this, and you really understand. It's like, oh, actually, I've been looking for a personal trainer myself. And then it just went on from there.
Amazing.
And that's because I gave myself no other option. Like, this is it.
This
That's
or
it.
nothing. This or
Exactly.
nothing. I think that's a really good point, because I think a lot of times, and I'm a culprit of the opposite, is you want to go after something, but you have a bunch of contingency plans. So like, I really want to make this happen, but I have a plan B and C, and if it doesn't work, I'll stay at my corporate job, and that's a way
Yeah.
some people live. I'm one of those people, but it's amazing to just say, no, this or nothing, and
That's
I'm going
it.
to give everything, even if I'm uncomfortable, even if I'm not having the money right away, the instant gratification. You saw the big picture,
That's the
which is
big
super
picture.
cool. I love that. I would like to be more like that. So this is good inspiration. Okay, and so when you decided, like, obviously there was a moment where you're like, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to do this or nothing.
Yeah.
What was that, like, aha moment? Do you remember it? Was there a moment in time where you were like, this is it?
And as in I knew it, that I knew that this was going to come from sticking to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you realize I'm going to give this everything. Like that moment in time, like how did you get there? Like how did that moment look like for you? Or was it gradual?
Back, no, do you know what? It was like a switch. It's like, okay, you're here now. This is what you wanted. This is a vision you had when you was a receptionist. You wanted to be personal trainer. You're here now.
Yes.
So
yes.
you can't go back to being a receptionist.
True.
Because this is what you wanted this. So what, are you now gonna, so it's like self-talk. It's like, oh, so now you don't want it now? This is your vision? You don't want your vision. So it's like, oh, you don't want it? And I'm, no, I actually do. Let's go. And that was it. So that's like a shoot your shot moment.
That is it. That's
Yeah.
like the aha.
Yeah.
That's what people like are looking for. And then you just switched on.
That was it.
Powerful. Amazing. Okay, what would you say has been the biggest win in your career thus far?
So when you say biggest win in a career, we're talking about personal training, or we're talking about
Well, in your case, I guess we're talking about so many things. So in everything you've done as
Okay.
Superman, what was like the thing that you feel the most proud of? Like,
cool. Right. I want to take it deep.
yeah,
All right,
please.
I'll take
We
it
want the
So-
depth.
The deepest and the biggest win was overcoming gambling by myself. So
Okay.
10 years of gambling, and then one day I woke up and I said, this can't be my life. And when I tell people this, they're like, how in the hell did you manage to do it by yourself?
Yeah.
Because
Very difficult.
one day I just woke up and I'm like, all right, we ain't doing this. But at the same time, it was a bit of faith. I'm not going to go. It was a bit of faith. It's like, okay, I need a sign that this ain't my life. That I
Yeah.
can't be waking up every day going gambling and stuff. So I need a sign. And then all of a sudden, within that week, and this is unheard of. So within the week, I had 4 clients who were training 3 times a week. And I went, whoa, this is during summer when everyone's all away.
True.
And
Yeah.
this is what I'm getting. All right, I'm going to use this as my sign. Didn't gamble for a week, didn't gamble for a month, and then I said to myself, let's just do it for another month and then gamble. Then I went, hold on a minute. Why are you going to do something and then stop? Keep it going. Let's see if we can do it a year.
You gamified it for yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. Then I went to a year, 2 years, and that's been 13 years no gambling.
Incredible.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
The biggest win over everything, over medals, trophies, world record.
Yeah, world record champion
Yeah.
here. That's amazing.
Biggest achievement.
That's very difficult to do, especially solo with no help.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Biggest
Very
win.
proud, awesome moment for
Thank
sure.
you.
Very cool. Okay, and in terms of shooting your shot,
Yeah.
the whole mentality of it, in today, like this year, what's been on your mind recently and something new you're doing that you feel like you're shooting your shot that's different or evolved?
Right. There's the sports academy, sports psychology stuff I'm doing for kids, which started off from me training my own 2 boys. And it's caught such a big, attention on social media. And I've said, you know what? I think I'm going to actually start there's so many fingers that my hands are in terms of pies.
Yeah.
Because there's the psychology part of stuff I'm looking in for kids. There's also coaches I'm going to be hiring to go to different schools around London to be doing coaching for kids. And so many other things as well. And my brain is just going like ChatGPT, and it's just running through different ideas. And I'm like, oh my God, this one, that one, before it goes. But the whole sports psychology for kids, sports performance for kids, creating athletes, not just athletes as in the sport, but the whole mentality of I can do more. I could be able to shoot my shot.
Yeah.
I could be able to jump. What I've got to do is just have that self-belief. And what I've started has made a massive impact already. And that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Yes. And what is your Instagram for kids? I think it's Daddy of two Afro kids. Yes. Which has a really big following already.
113,000.
Which is more.
I was like, there ain't no way it's gonna catch up to my fitness one. So once upon a time it was on 2,000. I said, no, ain't no way it's gonna catch up to my fitness one. My fitness was about 41, 42. Then it equaled it, and then it doubled it, and I was like,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Very impressive. How long have you had that account?
Just under a year.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
On fire. That's amazing. Okay. Well, great. All right. We have one more question in the whole kind of background getting to know you. And
Cool.
you kind of already touched on it a bit. But you do so many different things, like what you just mentioned, but also the weightlifting, the competitions, the personal training. Like, you started off with the personal training.
Yes.
And when you think about living your dreams, do you still feel like personal training is the bread and butter that you stick your core into? Or do you feel like the other things are kind of just additive? Or are they all equally your passions and you're focused on all of them in terms of evolving them and growing them? Because it's sometimes hard to be successful in multiple arenas, but you seem to be doing that quite well. And so just wondering how you look at that.
So I see personal training as the main core.
Okay.
However, I feel as I experience life, not as I get older, because you can get older, but you don't get to experience life.
True.
Okay?
Yes.
So as I get to experience life, I'm seeing there might actually be something else that's out there. So I was having a conversation with my friend, just slightly changed the conversation. My friend said to me, are you going to keep doing personal training? And I said, no, sorry, powerlifting.
Yeah.
And I said, I think this Worlds is going to be my last one, and they're going to change sports. So at 40 years old, I'm going to change sports. And it's like, there's a thrill to it. There's a fear, but there's a thrill to it.
Definitely.
And I think that's the same with my personal training as well. I feel that more, still in this fitness scene, but going more into sports psychology, especially for kids as well, where loads of kids are getting bullied online and so forth. They need something to kind of find their identity. And I feel that whether it's team sports or individual sports, they'll be able to know who they are. So they know that words can't break their soul.
That's a really cool purpose. And I know we've talked about like purpose and what we're doing. And I think like aside from getting people fit in personal training, it sounds like you found something even deeper in terms of children and bullying and thinking how to, make children have something to be happy about in life and inspired by. So I think that's really cool. And your two kids, what is their sport?
Football and track and field.
Nice. Like you.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. So we're going to move on. We're going to do a few questions specifically about your personal training career and what that's like.
Yeah.
So what made you originally want to focus on helping people get physically fit?
Right. It kind of fell on me. So it kind of happened by accident. So if I didn't get injured in track and field, I don't know if I'd be a personal trainer. So
oh wow.
Yeah.
And so what was your injury? And I didn't know about that.
It was a hamstring injury.
Okay.
So I got pulled my hamstring, wasn't able to run fast for long because my hamstring would pull again. So that's why American football kind of work, because like you could run 30, 40 yards
and then be
touchdown.
Attacked.
or you run 10, 20. Yeah. Or you get clamped on and you come out and you're like, right? So I wasn't able to. And the way how I run was quite unorthodox. Like I run with my hips low, so my hamstrings were being used more often than they should do. So it was hard for me to say we're gonna pack it in. But then I thought, do you know what? I feel like I've got a talent, but I'm gonna try it first.
Yeah.
Then shoot my shot. All right. So
shooting your shot all the time.
I've got to try and see if it works. Maybe I can help you. And it'd been a crazy journey. Journeys where I thought, nah, I can't do it. Yeah, you can. No, I can't do it. Yeah, I can. And it's been 15 years now I've been in personal training.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And where have you done your personal training? Like I know you live in London, so I know you're at Equinox because that's how we met, but where else did you kind of work throughout the years?
Every gym you can think of.
Okay.
Literally. There's one gym, I don't want to say the name of them. who were like, we don't think you'll fit in. Like, I was teaching classes because my way, how I teach, is not like an army soldier, sergeant. That's not me. My mind's very calm, where I speak to the mind first, and then your mind.
One of the best classes I've ever taken. I used to take this class every single week. Yeah.
So I'm able to literally, if you can control how someone can think,
yes,
the rest is history.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times with personal training and fitness, people go for the person as well. Like the workout should be good as well, which yours is 10 out of 10. But also I think it's liking the person that you're showing up for every morning and their personality and the way that they train you. So I think that has a lot to do with your success as well, I'm sure, is like the connection you make with the people that are coming to your classes or training with you, etc.
Well, I've been told, people say, oh my God, X and Y said that they feel good when you're in the class or if you're teaching. There's been moments where if I'm not teaching, then people go, nah, I'm not coming.
Oh, totally. Yeah. I'm definitely very teacher-based. I think a lot of people are. Okay, cool. And so what would you say, you already told us a little bit about how you got your first clients and such, but what was the most effective strategy in growing the business? Like once you got a few clients, I think now you have a pretty reputable brand, and I think you have some clients that are also kind of well-known. So how did you take it from that level to the next level? Because that's really hard to do.
That is a good question. And you know what? That's something that I actually do. I like to sharpen my axe. I don't know if you've ever heard that phrase.
No, tell us what that means.
So, let's say you got this big tree you're trying to cut down. Some people will be working hours and hours trying to cut the tree down with the same axe. Where I would sharpen my axe. I'll spend my time sharpening the axe so then I can get through each tree faster. Where some people just think, just use raw power, keep cutting, try and keep cutting. But I'll use and what the axe is trying to learn more stuff.
Okay.
So the more knowledge you have, the more useful you can be. And so for me, what really worked more is not actually what I knew, but how to be professional. And just learning how to listen to someone's needs. So you can come to me and go, oh my God, I need to lose weight around my stomach, I need to build my shoulders. But then the work I'm giving you is something for a marathon runner. So that's not me listening to what you need.
True.
So therefore I make sure that I'm paying attention to what you...
Right, tailoring it to the person's wants, desires, how they want to look.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Now then you might wear a dress that gets compliments like, oh my God, your shoulders, and you already said shoulders. And someone can go, oh my God, your shoulders looking really good. And you go, whoa, damn,
Superman is working. That's great.
And then from there, you might tell your friend, and your friend's like, oh my God, I'm your trainer.
Right.
And that's that. So it's just making sure I'm paying attention to what that client.
Right.
Right.
And I guess as social media has grown, it's also made like the word easier to spread than maybe when you started.
It has. I'll tell you what, social media makes it harder now. So most of my business comes from literally word of mouth. Nothing's come through social media in the last 2 years, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, because you get so many people. People feel that okay. First of all, it's easy to become a personal trainer now. You can be personal trainer in 3 days. You do a course, click some buttons, you're a personal trainer.
Okay.
Right. You go online, you set up an account. I'm a fitness trainer. You sell a workout program, £10.
True.
There you go. Or you can use ChatGPT. Hey, create me a program. You're now selling that.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
And it's not until and people buy into it, because if you look the part, then people think that you are the part.
Right. And I guess everyone and their mom can get on TikTok and give advice and talk about fitness and talk about what to eat.
Yeah.
But you have like because you've built up your business, you have like the following and the notoriety and all of that, which helps.
But there's also knowing how to communicate. And that's what I feel people don't know how to do.
Okay.
Nowadays, you can have all the knowledge that I know how to get you to do 10 pull-ups and everything else. But then if you're not engaging in that conversation or doing something, because not everyone likes to work out.
Right.
But you gotta make them enjoy it.
Has to be fun, I think, as well. Yeah.
And if you're not making it fun, you're making it seem like it's torture.
They may not be coming back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fair.
They're shopping for a new trainer while they're doing the last 2-3 sessions.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. And on that note, How do you personally, I think social media kind of ignites this, but how do you deal with competition in the fitness industry? Like other personal trainers, do you feel like it's quite competitive? Do you have any tactics, or you kind of just don't worry about what other people are doing and just do your thing?
My experience, I'm lucky to have just started 15 years ago. If I started now, it's almost like going into a battlefield with a wooden spoon while everyone else has got swords and so forth, because
you have a lot of good analogies, by the way.
Thank you. Right? You know, a lot of people, I mean, for me, I like to say, not in a big-headed way. Not in a big-headed way. So let's just say we're in the battlefield. I feel like I'm one of the Greek gods. I'm not bothered about what's going on. I'm just in my own.
Yeah, you're just worried about what you're doing. You're not looking outside of the arena.
Yeah.
Smart.
Our clients dropping. Oh my God, what am I doing? What have I not been focusing on? Is am I focusing too much? And that's what I'm working on. I'm not going, oh my God, Bob's got 10 more clients than me. I don't worry about what people do.
Yeah. I think that's a problem in this day and age too, because of social media, Instagram, TikTok. You're looking at, you know, even people do that with following. Like, oh, he has 50,000. Oh, he has 100,000. Oh, how come he has more than me? What is he doing differently? And so it's playing out in reality and in this social media orchestrated world. And I think people are constantly comparing themselves to one another. And I think I always say comparison is the thief of joy.
For sure.
But also there's enough room for everybody to be successful. And I think it's strange when people are quite obsessed with, sometimes people are even like that about their own friends, which is interesting. But there's enough room for everybody to win, and how happy you can be for someone else, I think, is a big testament to your own skills.
For sure.
You know?
I think what people need to understand as well is that your time will come.
Yes, keep at it, and it will come.
It will come.
Yes, I agree. Okay, we have one more question in this section about the fitness-specific questions, and it's, what do you want your impact to be from the work you've done in personal training in the fitness space, or legacy, even if you want to take it there?
I feel it's kind of been done, which is crazy.
You've already done it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the reason
You've
why.
done it. Okay, tell us how.
Which is why I feel like, is it time to kind of not hang the boots, but then just jump to the other sides. But then I'll always have that foot and arm in the door.
Yeah.
For personal training. But I'll still be doing personal training.
Right.
But my impact, what I wanted to do is make sure I'm able to build confidence in people where they could step into a room and just feel like they can dominate and not be shy and just, you know, it's like a jaguar type of aura. Like you can have presence without speaking. And
oof. That sounds good.
So most of my clients are women.
Yeah.
And they now, when it comes to business deals and stuff like that, they're making more money than they made last year because they're taking risks.
They have confidence. And, shooting their shot.
And it comes from the confidence. It's okay. So, for example, I had a lady who used to do single arm row with a 6 kilo. She attempted 30, but obviously 2 years of training, doing other stuff as well. But she said, wow, you know, when we started, it was on 6 kilo. Well, you gave me that 30. I didn't even think, oh my God, can I do it or not? I just said, I'm going to do it. And to have that, people don't just have that mentality in fitness. Yeah. To then carry it into everyday life.
That's so true.
For example, like today, the train.
Yes.
You're like, I don't think we're going to get, I'm like, we're going to make it.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna make it. Like there's no other option. We're gonna make it.
Yes.
And that's it.
And we did. Yeah. It was like there was no other option but for this career to work.
There you go.
Smaller lesson, getting the train, or any little thing that you do.
Yeah.
Truly.
You start to practice it in everyday life.
Yeah, that was true, and you were right. So yeah. All right, we're moving on to my favorite part of the show, and it is entitled "Motivation, Mistakes, Regrets, and Reflections."
Love it.
So starting off, we're going to reference Shoot Your Shot again. What motivates you to get up in the morning for all these years and shoot your shot? In terms of, some people are motivated by money, some by fame, some by their ego, some by their purpose. What is the thing when you wake up, you're like, I'm doing all this because I want to get this in the end. This is what I want.
For me, it's feeling like I've not reached my potential.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring workout in. I'm going to bring fitness into this. So 40 years old, people will say, hey, you shouldn't be that strong. You kind of lose your strength when you get older.
Yes.
And I'm preaching that you actually don't.
Yeah.
It's just your mindset or how society's allowed you to feel like as soon as you hit 30 or 35, you automatically start to decline.
Yes.
But I've gone, hold on, let me just try it. I'm going to get stronger. So this is as strong as I've ever been. And I can't lose the question again.
I guess, well, I liked your answer a lot in terms
Yeah.
of what motivates you. I think a lot of times people just say like fame, money,
Bingo.
but for you it sounds like
Trying.
Yeah.
Just trying. I don't believe there's a ceiling.
yes. And
So-
like proving to yourself that you can do
There's
the
more.
next thing and the next thing and the
There's
next
more.
thing, and there's always more.
Yeah, there's more.
That's beautiful. I love that. And I think once you accomplish one thing,
Yeah.
high achieving individuals are typically looking at what's the next thing.
Yeah.
And so you get that thing that this has happened to me that you always wanted, and you're like, I'm working towards X.
Yeah.
And then the feeling of getting it kind of leaves me in like 24 hours. And then I'm like, what am I going to do next? And
Yes.
that's what keeps life going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, you've already got it.
Yeah.
And then
this-
what? You know? I love that answer. That's very cool.
Thank you.
Okay. What is your favorite mistake that you've made?
Okay. Favorite mistake I've made. Oh yeah, easy. I would say favorite mistake I made was not knowing enough. So I got in as a personal trainer. I didn't know enough. But that mistake allowed me to say, you need to fix yourself up. You need to look in the mirror and just don't think because you look the part, because you're qualified, that people are going to come running to you. Fix up.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we need to have that hard conversation with ourselves to wake up and then just
Yeah.
that fire. And that's the mistake I made, just going, hey, you know what? Ego.
Yeah.
And egos hit me twice. Egos hit me in track and field where I thought, I don't need to train that much. I'm good.
Yeah.
And that mistake allowed me to get injured. So that's one great mistake. And the other mistake was not knowing enough. But that allowed me to fix up.
Yeah. And I know you've spoken about ego a bit before. So how do you think, it sounds like maybe you used to have a bigger ego, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
And then today, not as much. How did you manage to do that?
That's a good question. Okay, so how did I switch it? You gotta go to a place where you find humbleness. Humbleness is a great teacher where it gets you looking at the mirror even with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
And you get to play the music that you don't want to hear. That's what made me
Yeah.
switch.
I think being humble is a very positive quality.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard, and I think, yeah.
So being humble when something doesn't go your way,
Yes.
and it's almost like humble pie. Is it called humble pie?
Yeah, I think they say you eat a piece of humble pie when
Yeah.
something doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And that's what I think. That's what it is.
Okay.
And that's what I have to face the music and look in the mirror and realize you gotta do better.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, this is something, and like I said, I'm a big believer that things happen for a reason. My older son, being as fast as he is, he's having this ego, and I'm seeing a repeat.
Because he's so good.
He's so
yeah.
good, and he's like, I don't really need to train. Oh, I'm the fastest already. Now I'm gonna speak to him. It's almost like I'm seeing myself.
Yeah.
Now, how would I want to tell myself,
Right.
this is how we're gonna,
Yeah.
or this is how you should?
That's tricky.
Yeah. No, it's what I've repeated myself in my life, and I can almost unwind him away from it.
Yeah. You can see it unfolding.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is wild that he's already the fastest, so that's probably a hard lesson to teach.
Oh no, I'll just say to him. So, but the way how I do it is, you're sitting in first class at the moment, but other people want your seat.
Yeah.
And don't think because you're in first class it's permanent. It doesn't work like that. You're gonna get someone who's gonna take you out of your seat. They're gonna sit down and they don't want to move.
Yeah.
You know, and I use examples like, you know, when he's staying at my place and he's sitting down on my egg chair, I'm like, you gotta get up. He's like, oh, but I'm alright. I'm like, nope. And I sit down and I say, you see that? That's me sitting down here because you didn't work hard enough.
Right.
And
That's so
what's
good.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's really good. And so another question in terms of how you're reflecting on your life and your success, how has your idea of success evolved over the years? So maybe what did you think success looked like when you were 19 and what does it look like now?
Oh, that's so easy. I can remember. So I'm bringing myself back to my 19-year-old self. Success then looked like money, a flashy car.
Yeah.
That's what success was to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's a case of where peace is success. Where you be able to go, relax. That's success for me.
And I think like when you're living your life a certain way and
Yeah.
that's where you get the peace. When
Yeah.
you're like proud of your existence and the things that you've done and how you've done them and the
Yes.
way you do it and the dignity about it, that's what gives the peace.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Because life at the moment is just like rock and roll. Life is rock and roll. I'd rather listen to a bit of neo soul.
Yeah.
So when you can listen to neo soul whenever you can, that's success. For me, how I see it.
That sounds nice and peaceful to me. Okay. I always say 18-year-old, but I'm going to say 19-year-old because your story starts at 19. So we're turning back the clock. We're looking at 19-year-old Hendrick.
Yeah.
What is something you would tell him based on what you know now about what's happened the past 20 years or so?
Something I would tell him
A
going
piece
back.
of advice, or if there was something you could tell him to change or do differently, like what would you tell your younger self?
I'll tell him to make more mistakes. Make a lot more mistakes so we can learn more.
Yeah, that's good advice.
That's the advice I would give. Don't be scared to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Because I feel like on one side I was a go-getter. I'm talking about 19-year-old self. So I was taking risks. I was throwing parties.
Yeah.
And that's why I was doing that as a business. I was like, oh, yeah, let me just throw parties. I don't know if it'll work, but just try it.
Wait, how did you make money out of that?
Right. So, hire the club, pay money to hire the club,
Oh.
get flyers, print flyers, get a DJ, pay people, charge people on entry.
So you had many different business ideas. You're trying to make money many different ways
Yeah.
as a young guy.
Yeah.
That's cool. And did that work?
That worked. That worked really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how come you veered away from that?
Parties enough for me.
Okay.
No,
Like crazy
it is-
lifestyle, I imagine.
It's like, there's so much, not problems, but so much headache that comes from it.
Okay.
You get your friends, oh my God, I can't get inside the club, can you get me in? DJ stuck in traffic somewhere and it's their time for the set.
Oh God. Yeah.
You know, trouble, people fighting. These things can cause a bad reputation for your name.
True.
So
You're dealing with a lot of
Absolutely.
riff-raff and
Yeah.
potentially sketchy situations.
Yes.
But good idea. It's smart to think of different ways to make money. That's always, you have the entrepreneurial spirit from the
From the
beginning,
back.
it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Let's say that there is a heaven,
Yes.
and let's say you're going there.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you're going to make it there. What do you want to either hear or see when you arrive at the gates of heaven?
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Yeah.
an unexpected reply.
Michael Jackson. Do you know what? Childhood memories will be amazing. Like combination, but Michael Jackson for sure. Because I'm just a big person on music. I just love music, and Michael Jackson. I'll be like, whoa, Michael Jackson's here. Like, whoa, oh my God. I
Is
think
he
for
one of your
me,
favorites?
that would keep artists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think if I'm able to see Michael Jackson, that'll complete life for me.
You like enter, you hear him singing, and he's at the gate.
And he goes, yee.
Okay.
And I'm like, yes, I've made it.
Wow,
I'm
that's
now
funny.
there.
I love that. Wasn't expecting that. Michael Jackson, MJ. Okay, love it. All right, this is my favorite question that I always ask. Sorry. Okay, so a movie is coming out in theaters this summer in August, and it's called Hendrick the Movie. And you're the main character. So you're watching yourself, and the movie is supposed to be about you. Your name's in the title.
Right.
What do you hope that the movie is about, and what would you want the audience to take away from the film? And I ask this question because whenever I'm going through a tough time in my life, something that kind of sets me straight in terms of if I need to make a decision, or if I'm maybe doing something that doesn't feel authentic to me in terms of choices, I always say, like, this is, your life is a movie and you are the main character. So if someone was watching this, would you appear to be the main character? Would you be happy with the story that's being told? Would the audience even get who you authentically are? And that always, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. So that's where the question comes from.
So what would I want the viewers to gather from the movie?
Yeah, like, what do you think the movie would be about if it's called Hendrick the Movie? And what do you hope that their takeaway would be when they left?
Right. I feel that the movie will be about someone who has no reason or signs to do something, but is being able to gather that they're able to do something through faith.
Okay.
Through being, see, we all got a bit of craziness.
Totally.
Right? Not like crazy, but that craziness to go, I'm just gonna try it. So being able to let people know that they're capable of doing something if they just put it all in.
Yes.
They
shoot their shot completely. Go for it.
This is literally shoot your shot.
Yeah. We got to say it like 10 times. It's ideal for me.
So I feel like if people were to watch the movie, they'll be able to come out and say, that idea I had that I've been sitting for 2 years, I'm going to do it right now.
Yes.
I've had enough.
That, I think, is a very strong message, because I also think so many people go through life, they have this idea, they have this business they want to start, or they always wanted to move to this city, or there's so many dreams that people have, and I think when they've done studies about people on their deathbed, this is always what comes up, that so many people kind of just accept the status quo. They accept the job that they're in that makes them feel nothing, or the partner, or the city, or the life. And a lot of people have these ideas like, I really want to start a business, or I really want to be a chef, or I really want to go to culinary school, but they just don't pull the trigger, and then life goes. And you find joy in the little things, and family and friends and all of that is super beautiful, but it's really hard to go against the grain of society and do something that's an outlier. Like, you're going to go tell your family you're going to quit your investment banking job to start a company that has no revenue. Most people who know you are going to say that's a bad idea, because there's a vision in there. And I think it's the biggest thing is it's hard to get people to do the things they dream about. So I think that's a really good takeaway.
Well, we're told, this is something I said years ago. I'll find the YouTube video. So I said in the YouTube video, there's this guy, he's really creative. He likes to record stuff and tell stories.
Yeah.
And I said, we get told more about what we can't do than what we can. So we're told more about our limitation than our potential.
Yes.
And then when I was recording it, he stopped and he went, wow. And he just stopped and he just walked off. He said, I've never heard a line like that. Like, we're told more about our limitations than our potentials.
It's very true.
And I think that's the reason why a lot of people are scared to shoot their shot. Because someone you can go, oh my God, you know what, I want to set up a modeling agency. And someone goes, oh my God, modeling agency, but you don't know nothing about modeling agency.
Yeah, there's already a bunch of those, and what are you going to do? And how are you going to make money?
And then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't get someone going, oh my God, yeah, if you need any help, let me know. By the way, you're great in this, you can do that. Obviously you're working, do it.
Of course, and I think that's from two things. One is people are driven by fear. So if it doesn't work, you lose your money, you lose your house, you're going to be homeless. Everybody just goes so far. And two, sometimes people don't give you that support because it's not something they can picture themselves doing, and there's a bit of projection going on. And so it's kind of like they're almost, it's not something that's in their realm.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
they don't really want it to be in your realm, subconsciously maybe even, you know,
Yes.
they don't mean it, but it's projection,
Yes.
I think. Okay, last question in that section, and I asked you this about your personal training specifically,
Uh-huh.
but overall, you as a human being, what's the legacy you want to leave behind?
Oh, that's a big one.
I know.
That's a big one. Ooh. Wow. Okay.
It could change next
gonna
year, but for
say
now,
legacy. Being able to be a hero. I'm getting there. And I say I'm getting there because that's my younger son. My younger son's like, Dad, you're my hero. Like, you know, he writes poems at school, and he gives it to me, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, oh my God, wow, you're my hero.
that's the dream right there, I think.
You know,
Yeah.
and so every time I go into pick him up from school, you know, so these friends' parents would say hello, and I'm like, oh hey, and they're like, oh, you know, your son's friends with my friend Jack tells me everything about you because Jackson's already, my son has already told me everything there is to know about you. So
Oh, that's so nice.
it's working. That department is working with clients. So to be a hero.
Love it. Well, you're already on your way, which is
you.
exciting to your legacy. Okay, we're going to do a really fun little rapid fire round, just 10 quick questions for you that
okay.
aren't about anything.
Let's do
And
it.
then we're going to close out with some final thoughts.
Okay.
Okay, rapid fire, ask permission or beg forgiveness.
Ask for permission. Beg for forgiveness. Ask for permission.
London is blank.
Grey.
True that. Biggest pet peeve.
Pet peeve.
Is that an American term? Biggest like little nuisance that annoys you, gets on your nerves.
Oh, slapping your mouth when eating.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Okay, best film you've seen this year.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with F1.
Haven't seen it. Okay, death row meal.
Ooh, that's gonna be jollof rice and chicken.
Still haven't tried that, but that sounds good. Okay, women-wise, Beyonce or Rihanna? Or neither. You can suggest an alternative.
Rihanna or who?
Or Beyonce.
Oh, Jesus.
Tough. It's tough.
I'm gonna say Beyonce. It's gonna be Beyonce.
That would be my choice as well. Early bird or night owl?
I am an early bird.
Okay. Favorite city?
Ooh. It's not Barcelona. I was gonna say Barcelona. It's not Barcelona. Rome.
Love Rome. Donald Trump is blank.
Uh,
A lot of words could be used.
Yeah.
We could leave it at that. I think you guys get
I
it.
want to go to America.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, I want to go to America.
Donald Trump is great then. Okay, Drake versus Kendrick. Beef.
Kendrick.
Damn, I disagree with you on that one.
Damn, man.
I love Drake.
I like his songs, but yeah. Kendrick.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to close out. We just have a few minutes before the commercials start at the top of the hour. One piece of advice you give to people aspiring to have a career in fitness.
Give it your all. Don't worry about what's out there and don't try to copy anyone else. Be what's you. So if you are someone who's into CrossFit, preach about CrossFit. If you're someone into bodybuilding, preach about bodybuilding. Don't do what other people are doing because you can see that that's what they're doing to be successful. Be yourself. Every superhero is going on power. Superman's not trying to be Batman. Batman's not trying to be Captain America.
Yes.
Be you.
Great advice. And where can people go if they want to learn more about your personal training?
Superman HF. So HF being my initials. Superman is what people called me, and it's just stuck to me for the last 25 years.
And that's an Instagram handle?
That's the Instagram handle. So Superman HF.
Okay. And what can people expect from you next?
They can expect a fitness retreat abroad happening next.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And are you gonna do like just fitness? You're gonna partner with like something else?
It's gonna be, so when I say fitness, it's gonna be the whole recovery. It's gonna be like yoga. It's gonna be
lovely.
weight training. It's gonna be hiking.
I love that. Please
yeah.
keep us posted. That
Oh, for
sounds
sure.
good.
For sure I
Okay.
will.
And the very final question is just a catch-all. Any final thoughts you want to leave with the listeners before we say goodnight?
I would like to say, make as many mistakes in order for you to learn. You're gonna find out what you are, who you are, the more mistakes you make, and don't be afraid to jump. Shoot your shot.
Or shoot your shot. Amazing. Hendrick, thank you so much for
Pleasure.
coming on the show.
We finally
So
done it.
happy to have you. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This is going to be uploaded onto YouTube in the next week at the Shoot Your Shot YouTube channel. But thank you so much for watching us live, and I'll see you on the next episode. Good
Peace
night.
and thank you.
Bye. But thank you so much for watching us live, and I'll see you on the next episode. Good
Peace
night.
and thank you.
Bye.